Hey y'all, I'm Chrissy and welcome back to Photographer Life Check. And today we have the incredible, the incomparable Mickey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, girl.
Okay, before we jump into anything, like always, we're going to start off with the photographer fit check. I think it's so important to know how we pull up as image makers, whether it's to set, whether it's to podcast. So please let us know something that you're wearing.
Well, I am sponsored by Sony. Blessed to say
Period.
that. And that's what I got on. It's my favorite color is orange. And actually, Sony's logo color is orange. So I have
True.
a reversible jacket on.
Ooh.
I love rings, jewelry, got a
Come on,
little
nameplate.
flea market nameplate.
Yeah.
Nose ring, we match the vibe. Yeah, I just like little pop of color. I usually just stick to wearing black, but I've been trying to add like hints of color. So just hint of my favorite color.
It's kind of a match made in heaven that your favorite color is orange and
I
Sony
know
naturally has the orange brand. And it's like, y'all was meant to be together.
exactly.
We usually don't do this, but also, can we talk about your background? You got some of like the best albums on your
Oh, of
wall.
course, yes. So I
Yes.
like a full, let me see if I can. It literally goes all the way up and it has my
Yes.
logo.
My God, this is so fab.
It turns on. It's orange.
Come on. Go off. That's
I'm
so
literally
wrong.
just sitting on my bed right now. But yeah, my favorite, Drake. Okay. Who
Nothing
else? We
was
have Michael Jackson, Frank Ocean, Justin
iconic.
Bieber, Rihanna. Who we got DMX,
Mhm.
Beyonce, another Drake, my favorite. And it's just like Tupac's over here. It's just like
So many iconic
all I love.
albums.
It's basically my Apple Music is like behind my bed.
So this is in part why I was so excited to talk to you because for those who don't know, Mickey, aka ItchyEyePhotos, is an incredible music photographer. I've actually had the luxury of interviewing you already for the BWP Summit. Y'all can go watch that on the Black Women Photographers YouTube channel, where we talked about her music history and your artistry and how you be moving through festivals. You go so crazy. I love all of your pieces. But this
Yeah,
clearly comes from a love of music. And music is one of the
absolutely.
most important things in my life. Much like
Hmm.
your wall, I have a ginormous CD collection that was also a collaboration with my dad. He's been collecting probably since he was a young adult, and I have his collection plus mine once I started having
Wow.
CDs. So it's like seeing that on your wall, I was immediately
Uh-huh.
like, yes. Oh my God.
That is crazy. Yeah, I still have some of my favorite CDs. I have like, what do I have? I have Pitbull's 305 album. I have 50 Cent's
Come
album.
on.
I
Yes.
have Drake's album. I have some of them that are like sealed. Like his first album is still sealed. It's like 14. It was like 12 or like 14.99 from Best Buy.
Them
This
sealed ones, it be feeling
hmm
real special. It be feeling
yes.
real, real special.
I
So,
don't know
oh my
why I never
God.
opened it though. It's just I don't know. It just looked cool sealed.
Yeah. This is a little bit of a pivot, but since we're here, we're talking about it. So while I'm in Chicago, I've been going through my family's archive, working on some different projects. And since we're on CDs, I want to just pull out this one piece. One second.
Yeah, of course. I love this.
So there's so much more in this box behind me. But
Love
I even
that.
found like the burned CDs we did in high school. I thought
Oh
I had
my
all my CDs out
gosh.
of my family storage, but there are so many CDs back there that,
Actually, you know what? Give me 1 second.
yes.
And my room is in disarray, but I feel like this is like perfect timing to show you.
Okay, perfect.
Here we go. This is crazy. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Which one? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I might be a millionaire one day. I have,
What you
they're
got?
sealed. They're sealed.
See, both of
They're they're
them.
sealed.
Yeah,
Still.
that might be some. You might hit a lick in a couple years.
Oh my gosh, what do I have on here? You guys remember like B5?
And they on tour right now
Right? My
with I
God,
think
yeah.
with B2K and
Pitbull,
them.
Pitbull,
This is
305.
so Miami of you. I love it. This is so Miami
And
of
then you're
you.
talking about the burn CDs, and it's like, I totally forgot that we used to do that back in the day.
Bruh. I saw this. Felicia is my sister. Slow Jams Volume 2. I'm like, I need to
Shout out
find
to
Volume
sis.
1. Okay.
Shout out to sis. Yeah, I don't know. There's something on here. There's something on here. I know I had like Janae, something from LimeWire that probably gave my computer a virus like back in
You
the
already
day.
know. We were all there. But yes, thank you for indulging me because one thing about me, I love CDs and music and cover
Oh yeah.
art. Like,
Hmm.
magnificent.
Love that. Love that we share that in common.
I know. And I mean, you've clearly been doing this for a minute. And actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up your website while we talk about this too. For those who don't
Okay.
know, we do this every episode. We love for y'all to see not only our beautiful faces of our guests, but also the beautiful work that we go through.
Thank you.
Let me go here. So, like I was saying, you've been doing this for a long time. You have so many incredible shots,
Thank
especially
you.
at music festivals of all of our favorite artists. I mean, look at this. That's
That
crazy.
that
That's
was actually
crazy.
on a film. That was
That was
actually
on
on
a
a
what?
film. On that was actually on camera in
That's
Miami. And with
crazy.
film cameras, you're basically shooting blind. So I didn't know if the shot came out good or not. But once I got the scan back, I was like, this is incredible. Just the way the red is like following on his
Ooh,
skin. Like it was just added, it was incredible.
it feels so powerful. That's such a gorgeous image.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I bet that had to be special because he a Florida man, ain't he?
He sure is. He sure is. Shout out to Kodak Black for that. He's so cool.
Yeah, truly. So one thing that I love about not only your work is the fact that you're also a content creator. And I feel like there's been a rift in the photography image maker community about choosing one or the other, or
Mhm.
some folks feeling like they were forced to become content creators when they really just want to make films or really just want to make images. And that's especially why I wanted to bring you in today. Like I said, I have the privilege of interviewing you for BWP Summit already. So I don't want this to be a repeat of that interview. And if y'all want even more context on the lovely Mickey, please do watch that conversation. It was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel the same way. I really enjoyed it.
It was really fun.
But I also wanted to ask you how you feel about making content. Did you feel forced into doing it and then fell in love with it? Did you always want to do it? And I especially want to know because you're so good at it. Your videos are crazy. They're really like fleshed out, super intriguing and captivating. So please let us know about like the beginning of that journey.
Well, firstly, thank you for the compliments. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's so crazy to hear that from other people because they're like, Mickey, like you look so natural on camera. Like this is like so fluid, and it's like I'm glad it feels fluid because I don't want it to feel AI generated. I don't want it to feel
Yeah.
fake. I don't want it to feel like I'm reading off a script. And it kind of just something that just fell into my lap. It wasn't something that I planned on. I think being signed to Sony kind of just pushed my want for, how do I phrase this? It pushed my want for doing more than just photography.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to show people the process, right? So that's when I got into doing the vlogs on my phone. I would just do that like with my iPhone. And then I was like, wait, like I can just use my camera. And then I started getting comfortable being in front of the camera,
Mhm.
which was a huge shift for me because my alias name is ItchyEyePhotos, and I always wanted to stay just hidden and
Yeah.
behind the camera. But people would notice me out because I would post on my Instagram stories like, "Yo, you itchy eye photos," and I'm just like, "Yes, but no, I don't want to be seen." And I kind of just told myself, I was like, "No, we have to get good, like being on camera. Like one day we're gonna do an interview." Which I've had the pleasure to do one with you. And yeah, that's just how it started. So I just started receiving like emails from different companies sending me different products, and it it fell into my lap, and it's something that I'm blessed to have in my archive to say that
Yeah.
yeah, now I am a content creator. It's different than photography. It's a
Yeah.
lot of moving parts. You're not only the writer, you're the director, you're the grip, you're the key, you're the lighting, you're the
Yeah.
like everything, and then it's you on camera. So it's like you're judging yourself a lot on camera, which I've learned to kind of just be like, all right, if I say this line, I'm saying it two times and that's it. Like they're just gonna
Right.
get what they're gonna get. Like if it comes off bad, like I just want it to feel like natural, like how we're talking right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just how it happened, and doing more of it and getting comfortable with it, it only opens up more and gives you more opportunities because when you get hired as a photographer, they're not just hiring you for your work. They're
Mhm.
hiring you as a person. How do you gel with others? Are
Mhm.
you likable? Are you teachable? Are you open to learning new things? You coachable, things like that, just having like a comfortability with everything because you are working with other well-known photographers and incredible artists of different genres and stuff like that. So yeah, it just opens up the door to so many other things. And now I'm getting more and more into video, and
Mhm.
it's teaching me a lot. I'm still learning, but I'm loving the process of learning.
You make learning look good because this is excellent. I wanna pull
Thank
it up,
you.
but before I do, I actually wanna take a little sidestep because you mentioned it a little bit
Mhm,
about judging yourself because you're seeing
mhm,
yourself more often, especially as a photographer, which
mhm,
similarly for me, I've experienced that particularly through this podcast where like this is the
mhm,
most I've started to see myself in action.
mhm.
And in the beginning, it was like, oh my gosh. But one thing I think is really beautiful and that I think more people should practice creating content, whether you
Mhm.
actually share it or not. What I find is it's like a practice of self trust, of self actualization. Like you get
Absolutely.
better at communicating or like articulating yourself. You get
Mhm,
better at witnessing yourself and judging yourself less over time. Like I think it's such a
mhm,
beautiful thing. And so with that, I'm curious, speaking to like how many parts of the puzzle that now you are in charge of, like you mentioned, you're the
mhm.
writer, you're the director, and you're the star of a whole project, and you gotta wrap it up in about 45 seconds. How
Yeah.
do you think you have developed outside of skill? Because we about to see the skill. So outside of, like, the visible skill, what are ways you've developed from beginning to where you are now?
I definitely started reading more.
Ooh,
Um, that's definitely helped, like a lot of my speech and talking. And I also feel for the women watching, or if there's men watching, we do judge ourselves on camera, like if our friends taking our photos, like, no, like get this angle, get this angle. So you kind of
yeah.
learn what you like, what looks good on you, what colors pop on you, where to stand. But it's different like when you're editing yourself versus when you're editing for a client because you're
Mhm.
constantly looking at yourself. I remember the first time I recorded myself talking, I was like, oh my God. I don't wanna hear my voice. Like, I don't like, it was making me cringe so bad. Um, but as you can see in that video, the previous video, the skateboard video, it's like, mind you, where I'm at a skate park, there's like 50 people that are watching, and I just didn't care. And a little trick that I always tell myself is like, these people don't know me for real. Like they know of me, but they don't know me, right?
Yeah.
It's like the little parts of you that you keep to yourself, you know? And that has helped a lot when I'm videotaping outside. I'm just like, they don't know what this is gonna be, or who this is for, or why I'm doing this, why I was given the gift that God gave me to be able to do this and
Mhm.
send it out to the world. Yeah, and you just the more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. But I would there were sometimes I wouldn't post for like weeks because I was like, no, I don't like how I look, like, or as women our weight fluctuates and
Yeah.
like the hair and the makeup, the this and that. And then I just like, you know what? Like I was just like, you know what? If it's gonna take me 10 minutes to do my hair and then 20 minutes to do my makeup, like let me just do a video where it's just me beer. And like let me just see what happens. And I just started getting comfortable with that. And yeah, the first 5 videos are gonna be the worst ones, and the first 5 photos I took ever were probably the worst ones.
Exactly.
But now I'm able to say that I've overcome that, and I'm still learning. I think for me, being able to keep learning something new keeps me on my toes.
I appreciate that. Also, for me, it's as simple as, like, I'm not finna wait to live. Like, it's not gonna be perfect makeup every day either, you
Yep.
know? So it's like, I might as well do it, whatever.
Your
Like,
skin
and
looks
if that
flawless. Your skin looks flawless.
girl, please, I know what's up under them sunglasses. Your skin is flawless, okay? I've seen the videos. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous."
Well,
But
thank
see, it's
you,
like
thank
that's the thing
you.
too, where it's like on a day you might think you look super tired and the bags are real heavy or
Mhm.
something. Somebody's gonna be in them comments like, "Wow, you're radiating. You're
Yeah,
glowing. What are you doing?" Like, so I feel you. Ain't no waiting to live
yeah.
around here.
Yeah, no, you can't. I feel like the more you keep waiting for everything to be perfect is like that time is being wasted on things you could be putting out,
Right.
Like who
You could have
cares for
made
like
something in that time.
exactly, who cares? Don't care about like the likes and the views and the follows and stuff like that. Like if we did this, what we're doing now for that purpose, would we still be doing this? Like, I don't think so. So just
Right.
do it because you want to do it. Just
Yeah.
you kind of have to give your your inner child, room to breathe again.
Yeah.
Like when I edit sometimes, like I'll be laying on the floor, like I'll allow my laptop, my legs kicked up, like I'm on my bed. Like sometimes I edit here instead of like on my desk. So it's just like move around and just getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And thank you
Yeah.
for the skincare because
Yeah.
yeah, people were saying that in the comments and I'm like, oh, wait, let me just tell them, like, what I use, you know?
Yeah. And that, like, it feeds into your productivity of creation,
Mhm,
and it widens your range too, which, I mean, you don't have to become the kind of creator that talks about your skincare, but
mhm,
if your audience naturally wants to know, it's like, "Well, yeah, I could shoot a little video
mhm,
for my skincare routine XYZ and somehow figure out how to bring in photography to that conversation or something." Like, yeah, why not?
exactly.
I love this.
Thank
So
you.
a lot of people are curious,
Mhm.
for at least some of the photographers I've talked to who are interested in content creating and not necessarily feeling forced into it, but are like, I really like this, like I want to do this. They want to figure out how to get these ambassadorships or sponsorships. Do you have any tips on how to go about that?
Yeah. Um, Cold DMs, cold emails, Sunday emails, but definitely putting yourself in front of the camera
Mhm.
allows them to get to know you a little bit, right? Like, why do we like all these artists? There's something about them that we connect to,
Right.
whether it's their storytelling, something in their childhood that they've said. Rihanna will say stuff about like her makeup and stuff. So it's like the people that you follow, like on Instagram, like why are you following them? Right? There's something about that person that keeps you coming back to them. So for these brands, yeah, they love your work. Your work is like super killer, but it's like who are you as a person? That's who they're wanting to work with. And
Mhm.
just like keep going at it, keep going at it. And you basically have to kind of make content like you're already working for these brands. Make it look like
Mhm.
that. That's how same approach that I did with my photography. I would make the photo look like an album cover.
Mm.
And that's the same concept. So just constantly reaching out and don't just go for any brands. Like I have turned down brand deals, huge pockets of money just because it doesn't align with my values and things that I believe in. So make sure it aligns with who you are as a person and your core audience and things like that. Yeah,
Yeah, or
that
else, especially
definitely.
now since like we're years and years into
Mhm,
witnessing the rise of influencing and how it's
mhm,
turned into a lot of different avenues now. Like people can tell when you're faking it and
mhm.
then they don't care. They don't want to watch you fake it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in these sponsorships or ambassadorships, are there certain things that photographers can ask for when, drawing up these agreements?
Yeah, absolutely. You can ask for product exchange. You can ask for money compensation. Also ask to be tagged like on their page, like when you post it, it's like a post collaboration or all three of them.
Mhm.
A lot of the brands that I keep working with is all three.
Mm.
You just gotta build relationships with these brands. That's why for me, the brands that I work with, especially, Sony, I work with Prism Lens FX a lot, Polar Pro.
Yes.
For me, yes, they're beautiful brand names, but there's people behind these brands that you
Mhm.
have to talk to and, be in those emails with and be in these video chats with and get to know and things like that and be comfortable being yourself. Like I had to let some of my brands know. I'm like, look, like my ADHD is really, really bad. Like I need like time, like let me know. So just getting comfortable with that. But honestly, I never thought that it would be like a name. Like Mickey is an influencer, Mickey is a content creator. I just saw it as I just wanted to create. So
Yeah.
for me, there's labels attached to it, but I don't try to put myself like in a box. There's done
Important.
photography and then doing videos and then doing product photography, product videos. So it's like I never try to put myself in a box or like stick to one genre. And I know a lot of naysayers are probably, oh, you have to stick to a niche, stick to a this. And it's like, we change as
Yeah.
humans, our appetite for growth is going to continually like excel. And things you wanted, you may not want anymore. So
Mhm.
it's just, don't put yourself in a box. Like, just go for everything in life. Like, life is too short to just stick to one thing.
Yeah. Agreed. And that reminds me, I saw some creator say this on TikTok once, something like are your niche. And I
Mhm.
really like that framework because I have been so many different women already, and
Yeah, you have.
some of those things, you know, remain in all of these different versions and eras that I've had. But I
Mhm.
stopped liking something, I started liking a new thing, I completely threw it away and then brought it back or something like that. And that's what everybody else is going through too in their own
Mhm.
way. So if I look at my life as the niche, then whatever I make is okay. Like
Yes.
it doesn't matter what I'm making because it's what I wanna do.
Exactly. Exactly. And like this for me, like I'm not afraid to show the ups and downs of what I go
Mhm,
through because, I do have a medical condition. I do have Crohn's disease.
mm,
And sometimes I can't create, sometimes I can't get out of bed. There's gigs that I've had to pass on to my fellow photographers and things like that. And it's like, like we're human. Just show the ups and downs of like life because everything can't always be good all the time.
yeah,
And a few of my followers have sent me beautiful messages that I screenshot and I keep close to my heart. And they just say, like, thank you for just being transparent and honest, like I feel the same way. And I wish I had the courage to do the same thing. And it's like, you
mm,
can. It's like, you're a person, right? This is a social media platform. And I get it. Everything is supposed to look glamorous. But for me, life is a little different. And I'm just unapologetically me and just not afraid to show it.
appreciate that so much, and at least for me, as I'm observing your content, the thing I'm curious about is how you navigate having Crohn's disease and maintaining good business relationships. Because just to be honest, and this could not be your experience, but not everybody is a good person in business or a good person in general. And so when you have to say, like, when you're trying to navigate these conversations and you might be having a flare up or something in between a contract and it's, you know, requiring you to submit work late if you've had this experience, how do you have those types of conversations? Are you still it centered in your confidence? Does it get a little icky? Like, how does that work?
No, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm actually currently going through that.
Mm,
Um, I've had flare-ups and procedures done, and I've had to tell the brands like, "Hey, like you know, I have Crohn's disease. I have a medical condition." And it's it it was a little scary saying it at first, It's
mm,
not something that I would tell people right off the bat, but it got to a point where I was like, "Okay, I need to start saying, like, what it is, like, stop hiding it from
mm,
everyone." And I was so scared of their response, girl. Like, I was like, "Oh my god, like, they're not gonna wanna work with me. Like, what am I doing? I'm gonna lose, like, my reputation, everything I've built up. Like, God,
mm,
like, help me. Like, what am I gonna do?" And their responses, like, just made me fall to my knees. They're just like, "No, please, like, take your time. Like, we want you to be okay. Let us know. Here's the extension." Those are the brands that I keep working with. Those are the people that I
yeah,
come back to because, like I said, it's more than a brand. It's like these are people that know you for real now. So it stops being, "You work with this and this." It's like, yeah, but they work with me and they know who I am and they know
mm,
everything that comes with it. So it's it's not easy. I don't always feel great, honestly, about telling them like, "Hey, like I'm having a flare up right now," like while I'm recording. And this video was supposed to be due like last week, but I'm gonna have it to you like next week.
mm,
And it sucks, it's like gut wrenching. It's like, I'm always like ahead of my task, ahead of everything, just having everything like on point. So to have something like Crohn's disease kind of like make me like be still and like
mm,
everything and put on pause and slow down a little bit. It's a little different. But so I'm navigating life differently now and learning more about myself. And to what you said about the business, even with not having a medical condition, a lot of creatives are not. business savvy, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of creators are not good at editing, whether it's photo or video. We can't be great at everything. But I think if you're taking just a little bit of time just to like learn about it, try to be good with it, like the more reps you do, like the better it's gonna be. I had to learn like the business side and like how to not put an emoji like in an email, right? I've had to get the help from ChatGPT, like how to say
Yeah.
things and then word it in my own way. And like the more you do it, it's just becomes like natural. Just
Like
like
another language.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. I also appreciate your transparency in that and sharing it here with us too. Cause the fact that we're all we all have our something that can make it difficult to potentially be honest in a business relationship or
Mhm.
develop a business relationship that feels deeper than that. And it's really beautiful to hear that you are making strides in some of your partnerships and sponsorships and are dealing with people on the business end who are patient and willing to work with you. That makes me so happy to hear. So thank you for your transparency here. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I love that.
And I have one more question. Considering you're doing video now for content creation, are you
Mhm.
considering getting into filmmaking?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Something hit me when I saw Sinners for the first time.
Didn't it all of us? My God.
I went to see it in the theater, and I don't know for the viewers watching, whether you are a believer or not, something hit me when I was watching that movie, and it was just like, make videos, make
Mm.
movies. And I've watched that. Now I'm probably up to like 14 times I've watched that movie.
14?
Yeah, like I know the whole entire skit of when he gets bit and he's at the door. Um, and it's just like
Wow.
now I'm watching videos differently. Like I'm looking at lighting differently. I'm looking at pacing,
Mm.
and my YouTube is just like flooded with cinematography. I'm asking like all of my film friends like questions, and it's fun. It's like I'm learning a new skill because that's exactly what it is. So I'm learning how to script, like
Ooh.
angles and directing and things like that. And I know that one day I will have like a full Itchy Eye Productions team. But right now I do it solo.
Yeah.
But one day I will have a full team. And yeah, I think that's the first time I've said that out loud.
Let's go. We manifesting over here. I love to hear it. I'm so excited for this. I just felt like the pipeline was clear. I'm like, these videos are too good. I know a movie is coming. I know a series is coming. Something is coming.
It's coming, it's coming. I'm doing more tutorials and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so even when you don't see me posting, I am working.
Know that. That's one thing.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about that on the show before too. That feeling that like, like we all kind of get affected by the algorithm and whether our work is being seen and da da da.
Hmm.
And we always need to be posting or something. But for me, it's like as an artist, I got to live before
Yes.
I can share. And part of my living is creating. So if I ain't sharing yet, just know I'm over here working. Like, how am I not?
Yes, that part right there.
you know? But this
Yeah.
feels like a good place to take a break. So we'll be right back. Today's episode is brought to you by Bridges Build Studios. Bridges Build Studios is a creative space where you can host your workshops and intimate events or plan your next photo shoot. This Latina-owned studio is located in the Pilsen neighborhood in Chicago, and you can find them on Instagram at Bridges Built Studios to book. Let's get back to the show. And we're back. So this next segment is one of our faves. It's called The Gear Don't Matter. This segment came because one of the classic questions we get as image makers is, what camera are you using? And a lot of us are annoyed by that question because the camera didn't take the photo all by itself. Howsoever, we love the tools that we have. At least I know I do. And so I want to talk about them. I want to lift them up. So I want to know, what's your favorite piece of equipment that you use? It doesn't have to be a camera, but it can be.
Sony A7R5 is
Mm-hmm.
my baby, my bread and butter. I actually want to get another one. I always shoot with two cameras. I have the A7R4 and 5, but 5 has the flip screen.
I do love a flip screen.
Being short, I'm like 5, so
Fair.
flipping the screen.
It's so necessary.
Yes. And then the 70-200 millimeter lens.
Ah, and also love that lens. That's my go-to. Do you use a different kit for photography versus content creation, or do you use this kit for both?
Yeah, two separate kits.
Okay, so this is your photography kit?
Yes.
Okay, got you. You got one you want to give for the content creation? A favorite piece of gear?
Of course. So I use two cameras, Sony FX3 and Sony ZVE1. Both the same sensors. Sony FX3, obviously higher price point.
Mm-hmm.
Sony ZVE1, smaller, compact, but still has the same capabilities as the FX3. I love using, I have a mist filter on mine. I think it's the 1/4 or 1/8 mist filter they use. It's either from Polar Pro or I use a magnet from Prism Lens FX. And then 20 millimeter, I keep that on my camera. And then the other camera, I'll switch it out. I'll put either 16-25 on it or like a
Level wide.
fisheye. Any of my talking head shots will be like the 20 millimeter, like for sure.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. You didn't even have to give
Yeah.
us the full kit, but you laced us
No,
with
of
that. Thank you.
course, of course. I feel like gear is it's what I use to like create.
Right.
And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, the gear doesn't matter. The gear doesn't matter." It matters.
It matters in a way. That's why I was
It
like,
mat
we have
it,
to do
it
this segment. It helps us create.
yeah, it matters. I'm not saying you need to go out and like buy the gear that I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But as you evolve as a creator, you know what you want. You'll be like, okay, I kind of want a different lens, or I kind of want this feature in this camera, or I kind of want to have touchscreens. So as you evolve, your equipment evolves. So if
Yeah.
people ask me camera gear talk, like I could talk about that forever.
Nice. I love this. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, on
Uh,
to our next segment called Photographs Not Taken. This one is a fan favorite, which makes me so happy because it's one of my favorite questions. Also, before I ask you, we're now opening this segment up to our listeners. So anybody can submit their photograph not taken, and I would love to read yours. Okay, so the question is, what's a photograph you wish you would have taken but never did? Now, this is something about, you were in that moment and maybe ethically you thought you shouldn't take that photo, or maybe you didn't have your camera on you, or something happened where you missed a shot. I'm curious about the images that stick with you in your mind that you weren't able to actually get on camera.
mm, wow. I think it's probably the times, such a good question. It's a good segment.
Thank
Probably
you.
the times where you can't bring your camera in that, and then you're in there and you're like, what do I do with my hands? I wish I had my camera on me. I
Mm.
had Jay-Z pass right by me. I was like, where's my camera? Where's my
Oh. Oh my goodness. In this
camera?
moment, was there a moment that you saw that you were like, oh, that's the shot right there? I wish I could have taken.
Yeah, there's even been times when I've been backstage with artists before they go on stage, right? And mind you, backstage, like it's as quiet as you think it is. It is hectic backstage, right? The artist is preparing all these people around them, hair, makeup, flash, this, interviewers, this, that. It's like a lot on the artist.
Yeah.
There was like, I forgot what festival I was at. I was backstage and Kendrick Lamar's about to go on stage and he's with his family. And I had my camera and I could have taken the photo, but I was like, kind of have to read the room a little
Mm.
and feel and be in that moment. Like, don't think of yourself as like a paparazzi photographer. Like, you are an artist as well. And you read the room, you're like, okay, this is like not the moment for it, you know? Like, you can
Yeah.
feel the pressure of the artist. And I was just like, I just want to live in this moment. And I could have taken that photo. It would have been perfectly
Yeah.
fine. He knew I was standing right there. But just to witness it was so beautiful. And I
Yeah.
don't think, for the first time, I don't think a photo would have captured the feeling of that moment.
That's really beautiful. And I
Hmm.
think it also gives respect to the moment too, to not capture
Absolutely.
it. And which is
Absolutely.
funny because there are so many moments that I'm sure you photographed, that I photographed, that I think being able to document it is what gave it more respect. Like, it's an
Hmm.
honor to be able to capture this. And I'm so grateful that now we have this physical memory of it. But sometimes it's a respect to hold off and just allow it to be a memory.
Absolutely. And, the artist always appreciates that. I've
Hmm.
had artists where they respect it. Like they see you there. They notice there's a camera and there's a flash and you're standing right there and they respect it. They respect that you're respecting their space and their time. I've
Yeah.
had beautiful artists like Victoria Monet. She's such a lovely human being. I love her down. She prays before she goes on set.
Mm.
And, you know, I I've captured it, but it's beautiful just watching it and just being in the moment. And like afterwards, the artists do come up to you and they remember like those little things. They'll be like, "Hey, thank you. Thank you for waiting.
Yeah.
Like thank you for being with me in that moment."
Which is
And
such a human moment. And I love that.
exactly, exactly. It goes way past just being taking the photo. Like you have to, that's why I started putting myself in front of the camera because you're getting that human interaction with someone that it goes past just snapping the camera.
There you go. Okay, our next one, which is also a fave, we have the PLC playlist. We make a real playlist that's currently on Spotify where we add a song from all of our guests so that we got something to listen to while we're on set or something. So, what's
Mm.
something you've been listening to lately? You can pull up your phone. I'm about to pull up
Yeah,
mine so I can get mine ready. And we gonna add it to the list.
love this.
Yes. I told you music is so important to me. I'm like, I got to figure out how to add it to the show somehow. And this is how we did it.
Yes. Wait, are we just picking one?
Just one. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you got a little two or something for me, I don't mind. We can add both.
Okay, okay. Okay. This has been on replay. LMA might just.
LMA might just. Okay. I don't think I know that one. I'm gonna run it back. Did she dropped the album recently, right?
Yes, this is so good.
Cover art photographed by a black woman photographer. Who was it?
Who was that her?
I think it might have been
I'm the
Brianna
photographer that's like
Holt.
not. Was it?
I think it might have
I'm the
been.
photographer that's not good with names. Like I need to see like the
No,
person.
this podcast is allowing me to get better at it because I used to be even worse than I am currently.
Yeah, the creators behind that shoot were phenomenal. But yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
song. Yeah,
snapped.
that song.
Well, yes. Shout out to LMA. I'm definitely about to add this to the list. So my addition to the PLC playlist today is a completely different vibe. Not too long ago, I went to a rage room with my niece and we were listening to my playlist called Niggas Yelling. So That's the vibe we was going with. But this one actually isn't that crazy of one. It's more of a fun song. And it's by Chief Keef and it's called Shake That. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, I'll do Shake That. I'll do Shake That. Chief Keef, Shake That. It's a fun song. Shout out to Chief Keef.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that URL link. I'm gonna need that to add that. I need that for the gym playlist. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. I need that
absolutely.
one.
I also listen to it at the gym. It gets you through it. It gets you through it.
That's crazy. You're taking your niece to these things.
It was perfect too. She's about to turn 16. And I was like, what can I do with her? Like just me and her. And I was like, we finna go break some shit. And it was perfect. We felt real good
I
after.
love you just love that. You just have like that one family member that just like gets you.
You know, it was cute. Okay, this
Love
is
that.
our last segment and it's called Shoot Your Shot. This is a
Okay.
moment where you can, or not you, but we can help you manifest maybe a shoot or a partnership with a brand or a company or a person you really want to work
Okay.
with. So please let us know who you're thinking of creating with.
Teyana Taylor.
Period. Yes.
Teyana Taylor for sure. And I've worked with her once before at Dreamville, and she's so sweet. Like everything you see and hear about her, like she is that,
She does seem like a
lovely,
sweetie.
sweet. Yeah, I saw her abs for the first time, and I was like, okay, let me put these chips down. Uh,
Okay. Teyana make you want to get in a gym bad.
I would say, yeah, Teyana Taylor. And speaking of like getting into like videos and movies and stuff like that, Nike.
Yeah.
And I'm really big on manifestation. Like just say it out loud, write it, and
It comes to
it will
you.
it just comes to you. When the time is right, it comes to you.
Yes, I'm a huge believer in saying it, writing it. You put just a little bit of energy behind an
Hmm.
idea and it all just starts flowing. And so you have to be real particular about when you choose, or else you got 17 things coming at you at once. But because I know Tiana Taylor and somebody at Nike are listening, we here at PLC are manifesting a gorgeous shoot in collaboration with Tiana Taylor. Maybe she's in the Nike ad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's a collab. Maybe it's a 2 for
She got
1.
them she got them shoes, girl. She got them shoes.
Exactly. Maybe there's another campaign we see for it, but either way, whatever you build, we know it's going to be beautiful. So, Mickey, thank you again for being here. Can you please let the people know where you would like to be found?
Thank you for having me. TT, Nike, call me. It's been a great time spending with all of you. I love spending time getting to know you more. Sharing a little bit more about myself with all of you. I love that. I love the questions too.
Thank you.
And Mickey, also known as ItchyEyePhotos. All of my social links are ItchyEyePhotos. You can find me TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, kind of. But yeah,
I feel you. Perfect. You can find us at Photographer Life Check anywhere you get your podcasts, especially follow us on YouTube and Spotify. That's where you can watch us and all the beautiful work and our beautiful faces. And you can find me, Chrissy, at QURISSY. Also, anywhere you get your podcasts or your photos. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
mm.